Alright, what's going on, everybody? My name is Fausto, or Ace. This is Campfire Sports, and today's a pretty exciting day. We're going to be talking about what happened on day 2 of legal tampering. Obviously, I'm extremely excited as a Bucs fan, so let's go ahead and get right into it.
I don't know why I feel like I've known you for a while. Oh no, oh yeah.
I want to start off by giving a big shout out to my boy Vicious Saucy for all the music that you hear on this channel. If you guys like what you hear, go ahead and give him a follow down in the description. So let's go ahead and get into this video. I'm really excited about it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get right into this. I'm like extremely excited. I can't believe it. I said it from day one. Tom Brady came to Tampa Bay, and I could not be more excited. I am so thrilled, guys. Alright, so Tom Brady's in Tampa. We went ahead, we re-signed JPP to a 2-year deal. That's awesome. We've got Shaq Barrett on the franchise tag. That's amazing. We lost Nassib to the Raiders, but that's okay. As long as we can get Sue with our next, probably tomorrow or something like that, I think we'll be good. Other than that, let's go ahead and move right into the rest of the NFC South. So the Panthers, they're going to let Cam Newton go. I think that's a great idea. I don't think he's that good. Then they're bringing in Teddy Bridgewater. That's awesome. I think it's great to have Teddy Bridgewater in the NFC South. I'm excited about that. Drew Brees is back. I'm not really, I don't really care about that. I was hoping he'd retire, but I think our division is going to be amazing this year. Both teams, all 3 teams are making some pretty good moves. I know the Falcons lost a couple people, which is great. Hopefully they suck. The Saints, they're doing okay. Panthers are alright. They're going to bounce back. They got a decent coach. We're going to move right into where Rivers went. I think he got a pretty good deal with the Colts. I think they're going to do okay. I think he personally, I believe he had better weapons in LA, but we'll see if the change in coaching and better protection does him better in the long run. I don't know that it will, but I guess we'll see. All right, so let's talk about the Cardinals. I'm pretty excited about the Cardinals this year. I think any Cardinals fan should be excited because they re-signed Drake. Either they re-signed him or franchise tagged him. I don't remember. And they brought in Hopkins on an unbelievable deal. I mean, let's talk about what's going on with the Texans right now. I mean, what a joke of a franchise right now. I think we can all agree on that. Pretty much letting him walk for a high five from the Cardinals. I mean, I don't know what the plan is. I guess he pinched his butt or something in the hallway, and so he sent him out of the building. I don't know, but that's obviously a joke. But yeah, I mean, he let him go. So I think it's great. He's a young, great receiver that gets to learn under the tutelage of Larry Fitzgerald, which I think is amazing. I think they're gonna be an amazing team this year, and I'm excited to see what they can do. All right, so let's talk about the Bills. Ooh, man, they made some really good moves. They brought in Josh Norman. I don't know if he's still got anything left. I guess we'll find out. I think he shores up any holes that the defense might have had in that secondary, which, again, I don't know that they had many, but I think he scares people. You don't want to throw it to him, but you might. So we'll see. But I think their biggest acquisition was definitely Stephon Diggs. I think he's going to be amazing for that team. I'm excited to see Josh Allen have a true number one, a true go-to receiver. I think that's going to be amazing. I know that defense is already, pretty mint from last year. So I just see them being even better. And then their division just got weaker, with Tom Brady leaving town. So I think sky's the limit for the Bills. They could easily take that division. Although the Dolphins made some really nice moves. I'm liking what I'm seeing there. Van Noy. I mean, they're spending a lot of money, but they're making good moves. They're bringing in good people. So, if they find the right quarterback, I think the Dolphins might be a true contender there. I know the Jets have a pretty good team. They got a great defense, but I think the Bills and the Dolphins might be the ones to take over that division. But I mean, you can never count out the Patriots, so we might see what they do. I don't know if they find a quarterback or not. Winston might go there. Cam Newton's been talked about, so we'll see what happens in that regard. But I mean, I really don't know what they're going to do. I'm excited to see what they're going to do, and I'm excited to see if it was the coaching or if it was the quarterback. So we'll see what happens there. All right, so let's go ahead and get right into the Browns. So they're making some nice moves. I saw that they locked up Jack Conklin. I think that's going to shore up their offensive line pretty nicely. Now the question is, who is he going to be protecting? Because I saw they locked up Case Keenum, and they gave him $10 million in guarantees, which is a weird thing to do for your backup, in my opinion. So, I know Baker didn't have the best season last year, but is Case Keenum going to be their starter now? I mean, I'm all for it because, he did wonders with a pretty good Vikings team. So, I mean, if the Browns think they got a team, he might be the guy to take them there. We'll see. But I love the Austin Hooper trade. I think they overpaid for him by a lot, but he is a good tight end in my opinion. I know the Falcons are pretty upset they lost him, but I think that's a great move. I think the Browns could easily do some big things. I think Ben's getting old. I think the Steelers have seen their better days are behind them. Obviously, the Ravens are probably still going to be pretty good. So I don't know if that division is necessarily wide open, but we'll see how it goes. The Bengals are interesting because they're probably going to get Burrow. Maybe, I don't know. They're not exactly the smartest organization, are they? But we'll see. All right, so let's circle back. Let's talk about the Colts. So obviously we've already touched on them picking up Rivers. I think that'll probably work out. I don't know that much. I mean, they do have a pretty good history with old, washed-up quarterbacks, so we'll see how that goes. But I do like that they brought in Anthony Costanzo, or they didn't bring him in, they re-signed him, I'm pretty sure is what it was. And he's probably going to keep him safe. I don't know his exact position. I think he's a guard. But that's probably a good thing to do, is to lock him up. And then some of their better moves, or their better move in my opinion, was getting Buckner. I think that's a great pickup. Buckner's definitely going to help out their defense. So, maybe they'll be defensive first again, which is a nice little circle back as far as that team's concerned. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the Chargers. They're doing some nice things. They got a nice deal. They got a good long-term deal done with Eckler. They put the tag on Henry, which is a great tight end. I think that was a good move. He's young, definitely going to do big things. They got Trey Turner in a deal with the Panthers, and I think they get Winston. Personally, I think tomorrow when the official start of free agency comes on, I think they're probably one of the teams definitely in the running for Winston. I think they probably pick him up. I don't know why I feel like that, but I had a gut feeling about Tom Brady coming to Tampa, and I just got this gut feeling that Winston's going to the Chargers. So, don't quote me on it, or do. I think Winston ends up wearing powder blue down in LA. Alright, so let's talk about the Raiders. I touched on them briefly. They picked up Nassib. I think that's a great addition. Nassib is super underrated. He's a very good player to have in rotation or as a starter. I think if he's a starter, that's even better for him. I think he could do something similar to Shaq Barrett with the Bucs. Not quite to that extreme. I don't see him leading the league in sacks by any means, but he could easily get 10 to 15, or well, not 15, probably in between 10 to 15 sacks, and easily, disrupt quarterbacks and definitely be a problem in the backfield of a quarterback. I think easily do that. Some of the other things they did, they brought in Witten. Don't think that's a good idea at all. Witten is a horrible player. I think he should have stayed retired personally. I don't know, that's just my opinion. But they've done other good things. I don't necessarily agree with Marcus Mariota being brought in, but if their intention is for him to compete with Derek Carr, I think that's a great idea. Any sort of competition for weaker I don't want to say weaker quarterbacks, but not as skilled quarterbacks, we'll say that, is a good thing to have. It always ends up challenging quarterbacks either in a good way or in a bad way, because if they challenge and they crack, then you knew they weren't worth it. But if they challenge and they succeed, then it was a good thing to do. So I think that's great. We'll see what happens. Gruden's obviously a great coach. I can't knock Gruden. I mean, he came in, pounded up our team, and we got a ring to show for it. So can't say any bad things. All right, so let's go ahead and get right into the Titans. So you Titan fans aren't gonna like it, but I was thrilled you guys lost. I'm a huge Patrick Mahomes fan. I was thrilled to death to see Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl, but you guys got a really nice squad and you kept it together. Tagged Derrick Henry. I don't know what you guys' hesitation is on signing him long term, but I'm all for it. Go ahead and put the tag on him. Lock up Tannehill, because personally I don't see him being successful anywhere else. I don't think he's that good. I mean, he didn't look very good in Miami, but he looks great with you guys, so may as well keep running with that. So I'm thrilled about that. I think that's great. You guys are making other small moves. I think you guys are going to do pretty good. You've got basically the core of your team intact. I just hope you guys start throwing Adam Humphries a little bit more. I'm going to be pretty disappointed that you guys picked him up in the first place if you're not even going to use him. But, that's just my thoughts on it. Alright everybody, so those are my thoughts and opinions on day 2 of the legal tampering. Tomorrow is the official start of free agency. I'm pretty excited. I don't know what else is going to happen, but I know that the Bucs, we still got a lot of money that we can spend, and I'm excited to see what we're going to do with it. I've been a Bucs fan my whole life, and I'm absolutely thrilled to death that the GOAT's coming to Tampa. I'm not really showing it, but I am extremely excited. I was dancing all over the house earlier. I was having a great time, honestly. I'm so excited, and I can't wait. I can't wait for the season, and I'm just so excited. But that's been my thoughts and opinions on this, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.
Feeling like a crash dummy. I feel like my life is getting real ugly. Trying to figure out what you want from me. All I really wanted was some company. Now I'm drinking all this pain with Hennessy. I think that I'm crashing like a crash dummy.